Hello and welcome to the fourth and final round of the Elite Series Tour, Music City Open final round. Nashville, Tennessee, Jeremy Koling, Paul Ulibarri, BigBarri commentary. Let's get into that action, Paul.
Grip 6 low profile. We have Ricky Wysocki. 24 under par with a Fuego 12 under par on the previous round. Right behind him, though, Mason Ford, who was holding the lead the first two rounds. Right there within striking distance. He plays this course well. He's been playing consistent.
Yeah.
Adam Hammis hanging around too. Don't give this guy any wiggle room because he will take it in a heartbeat. Chris Dickerson coming off a great win at Green Mountain Championship.
And he's the Tennessee Tornado. I mean, you just got to give Chris his props here. His home state, he feels more comfortable than anyone at any time of year on these courses, even on a new course that we've never played before other than just the third round. Hole 1, par 3, 215 feet straight ahead. There's two routes, down the middle putter shot or the spike hyzer sidearm.
On the box, we have Ricky Wysocki.
Ricky Wysocki is trying to secure the National Tour Points Champion as he secured the Disc Golf Pro Tour Points leader. He's had an incredible season. Winner on both the National Tour and the Disc Golf Pro Tour.
Going with the sidearm here, he's going to have to put a lot of anhyzer because of the left to right slope. Puts the anhyzer, will dig into the ground, and that's just picture perfect.
That's picture perfect. Sorry.
Next on the box, we have Mason Ford.
Mason Ford has never won on the Elite Series before, and he's had the lead going into the second and third round, but Ricky, after his 12 under storming round from Chase Card, took the lead back from Mason, so a little bit less pressure to sleep with, I believe, when you don't have to say that you led this tournament from start to finish.
On the box, we have Chris Dickerson.
Yeah, and a fantastic shot there from Mason. Right down the middle. Very smooth, very controlled. Right at home on that first shot there.
They announced Chris Dickerson before Adam Hammis. What is going on here?
Rounding off our 10:45 tee time, we have Adam Hammis.
Adam, let's see if he learned anything from Ricky. Get a little anhyzer on this. Throw it low into the ground. Kid can hit from anywhere, so just put this one in bounds. Little high. This needs to settle.
Oh, sit down. And once again, Adam finding the drink on hole 1. Actually, he didn't find the drink. He caught the edge of those trees and saved him the OB stroke. But this time he actually does make it in the water, but hopefully he was able to retrieve his disc. We touched on how important that glow zone is to Adam and his strategy on all courses.
Mason with a little tap in, but on the stripe, that'll give him some confidence moving forward. Good little birdie to start the round.
And every round so far, he has played with a lot of poise, made some really big putts down the stretch, good par saves. Chris Dickerson doing the same as well. No surprise to see him on the lead card here last day at a National Tour Tennessee. And Ricky will tap in for his birdie. It is going to be a dangerous thing if Ricky gets off to a hot start for the rest of the field. Hole 2, Paul. What's up?
Par 4, 773 feet up the hill. I mean, these guys are just going to try to throw it as far as possible, and the upshot's really the important part. The upshot's going to leave you a sidearm through a thin gap, low ceiling, or kind of a lucky hyzer through a bunch of trees.
Can you throw it too far on this hole?
No, you cannot throw it too far.
Yeah.
Because if you could, then Ricky would have just thrown it too far.
Yeah, that
and
was
I don't think he did.
Annihilated. Oh my goodness.
This is a shorter type of course with the par fours, so with that extra distance, that is a very big advantage on a course like this because your up shots are going to be left with, 250 to 300 foot rather than the 350 to 400 foot. And Ricky likes to throw pigs at that distance, and we know what that means.
Destroyer pig combo is a deadly combination for Ricky, as Mason's throwing a good tee shot. Chris Dickerson also can get the disc out there, and both he and Ricky, really all of these players can throw super far, but Ricky really can minimize a course quickly, can he? Adam's going with that same turnover line that worked out so well for him in round 3. This one's hyzering out a bit early. Is this in trouble?
It could be, but to the left there, if he doesn't go too far left, it'll actually leave him a wide open sidearm to the green. Okay. Not wide open. It'll make that gap bigger.
Okay.
Than if you were to the right.
Do you think he missed this shot? I mean, I don't know. We don't really need to speculate, but do you think he was trying to cut out early, or was that just kind of a fortunate situation there?
Yeah, I mean, that's the miss. If you miss, you don't want to turn it over and leave yourself super short.
Yep. And
if you don't, the only miss that would cost you big time is to leave it directly in between both of those landing zones.
And that approach comes up just a bit short. My favorite sound in disc golf is Ricky squeaking his discs.
This needs to go.
Yeah. Short as well, but and we saw a couple putts made from there in round 3.
And here's that upshot I was talking about. Because he was so far right, it opens that gap up big time.
And there's the zone approach. When he can throw that disc, usually good things are about to happen for him. Mason Ford!
Wow.
He cans it! What a putt. Doesn't seem nervous, that's for sure.
Okay. Basket's looking big to these guys. If the card starts seeing big, long putts go in, they all feed on that.
Oh, especially if they're going in left side. Ooh.
And then that's when we get the joy of sitting here and watching a bunch of long ones. Let's see if Ricky can follow suit. He's got to get this up.
So left side catches that time and right side falls out. It's a little tough.
Yeah, a little too much speed maybe, but catches sometimes.
So just that far away from a star frame. And that will be the stroke that Mason gave up in round 3, and now they're tied at the top of the leaderboard. And moving on to hole 3, par 4, 728 feet. A couple different ways to play this one. You can just try going really far and trying to hyzer down to the left side, which will open up the forehand gap, or you can try to play it out to the right and open up the backhand gap. But if you find yourself in between those two spots, way left or way right, you're kind of in no man's land.
Mason catching a good break and goes right through the trees right there. That was very, very fortunate. He'll still have a shot into the green from there. Angle control is so important on a shot like this. Getting the disc down and then letting it rise after it gets through the gap. A lot of times people want to hug the top of a ceiling right there to try to get the full flight. But if you can manipulate the hyzer flip up or the stability to then rise once it gets through there, you make gaps really big. Yeah. That's exactly what Chris did and Adam does.
Yeah. Really in no danger whatsoever of hitting anything off the tee, and that's going to find its position way left, and that's going to open up probably a Raptor forehand spike shot for Adam, a shot he's really comfortable with.
And Ricky has so much power. He's going to go wide, I would guess, and get the same distance really as these guys just did.
Just what an advantage. Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's the little intricate details that these guys do a lot better than everybody else in the field, just in particular this weekend, with hitting those gaps, playing to their strengths. Mason, you know, catching that early tree on his tee shot, that cost him a comfortable distance to getting into the green. And this is a completely blind tee shot, and I can't help but think that was where the problem.
You mean it's a completely blind approach?
Yeah, pardon me, yeah. Blind approach.
And yeah, it's hard to get the distance right. And Ricky not wanting to make the mistake of coming up short, he ends up going way long. And that's going to be a huge bonus putt distance. Adam with that nice spike hyzer approach, and that placement worked out great for him.
I can't help but think that the other two going first, he could get a good read on what was going on by the crowd reaction too. Mm-hmm. Straight tomahawk, pan over.
Yeah, that works.
That's fine. Yeah, circle's edge, just outside. Downhill a little bit from there. All right, let's see if Rick can get those raptor legs moving quickly.
Yeah, that putt looks so good to everyone else, but Ricky's he knew that never was going to go in.
Mason in that tough rough over there on the right hand side. We mentioned it in the second round or the third round there that once you get off into the thick stuff, you got nothing. You really don't.
You could say Mason was jarred up pretty good in there, huh?
Yeah. Dickerson, kind of a rare miss from that distance. He's been really good, especially with those downhill putts that are playing a little bit shorter. Even though he's outside the circle, he doesn't play as far.
So Adam now with the only birdie on the card, he will tie up. Well, actually, I was going to say he's going to tie up the card, but Ricky is falling behind the pace of the 2 under that the other 3 players have started with. And we are on to hole 4. A hole that has gone down significantly in the scoring average, but we've also had a cut, and the best of the best are the only ones playing today. 753 feet, and you have to give yourself an angle for the approach here. You have to stay near that right side tree line, otherwise you're going to have to do some sort of made-up grenade or spike hyzer shot, and there is OB right in that thick woods and behind the basket. Adam electing to sacrifice just a bit of distance just to make sure that he stays right. Is this going to be close enough to the wood line?
This is perfect, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you get too close to the wood line, that also closes off the gap. There's a nice happy medium between the wood line and the fairway to the left there. This looks fantastic.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get a big skip.
Just get a soft little nestle.
He catches that tall grass on the right, which negates the big skip right there. And that's really what you're looking for with the backhand. This is possibly in trouble.
Yeah, he's calling sit, and that don't really know what he's going to have from there. Going to probably have to get creative.
Sidearm turnover really at best, unless he wants to try some sort of crazy over-the-top shot, which with OB everywhere, I would guess he wouldn't be playing that.
Well, you've already seen that he's not shy to go tomahawk.
This needs to come out quick.
Oh, get down. Okay. It could be okay.
Oh, that's that. Yeah, he might be a little tucked, so he's gonna have to probably play backhand turnover through there. We know he likes to throw that pig sidearm. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Okay, Mason pulls this to the left side, which is the miss you want to do. If you get in on that right side, there's nothing. You can barely move to get to your disc. That'll be a fairly easy par from there. Hyzer flip. Okay.
Yeah, and that's fine. Par on hole 4, A-okay. Have to avoid the big numbers out here today. So many players in contention.
Yeah, and Ricky forced to throw the backhand turnover, misfires down the hill, gets a bad kick.
Throw it into a pile of trees and bounce sideways. Nice.
So Mason Ford, Adam, and Chris Dickerson all an opportunity here to pounce.
Sit.
What are you talking about there, Adam Hammes? What a ridiculous shot with his zone.
Perfectly executed.
Oh.
And that's a product of just having an absolute perfect drive, because that plays right into his strong suit of that zone turnover.
Man, that was incredible.
Mason really getting close to that out of bounds as well.
Yep. Fortune smiling upon him. Can he do it again? He stays safe there. That OB line is so close behind the basket.
Annoying little limbs poking fun at Chris here. Okay, nothing too exciting here on the green. These guys will all tap in.
Adam with the only birdie on the card, and just like that, he is going to be one shot back of Mason Ford, but he's going to be tied in second place with Ricky and an opportunistic Chris Dickerson right there on their tails.
No jump putts allowed?
Backhands only.
Can we jump putt?
No run-ups or no run-ups or
No
jump
run-ups.
putts.
No run-ups.
Just stand still.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I'm not following that rule.
Oh, he's gonna drain the first.
Hole 5, the easiest hole on the course, 2.35 average. A must get, as we say. 57 players in the field. Most of them are birdieing this one. Just straightforward, 242 feet. And the thing that makes it so easy is if you just keep it straight enough that even if you hit these trees in front of the basket, you're still within 20 feet or so. Just cannot afford to have a misstep here. And Adam's going to keep that hot start rolling with another shot inside 20 feet. See if Mason can get back on the birdie board.
Playing the hyzer through there.
Ooh,
The left side is more friendly than the right side.
The left side's more friendly.
Well, our
the right
yeah,
side
yeah.
for them
Exactly.
is, yes. Left side was where we saw Kevin Jones go yesterday, and it did not look very friendly. Chris is going to meet an enemy at the gates, and he'll have to navigate some sort of tricky putt to get his birdie.
I like this hole because it is easy, but it forces you to really throw backhand. A sidearm kind of pushing into there is what a lot of these players have come to like with that stable kind of putter shot. But because the slope kind of drifts from left to right and the way those trees are, it forces you to kind of throw from right to left. I like that a lot.
And
Chris does not.
Oof.
And he's usually so good with those putter shots. So that's
Ricky snuck it in the bucket, just barely over the rim.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
Does that file under complain birdie?
crybaby birdie.
Crybaby birdie. Adam's not crying right now. He is.
4 straight.
Yep. He's birding a lot of holes, and Mason got a little bit cleaner to that right side than Chris did. He will be rewarded with a tap-in birdie. I love how unbiased Ari is. She's out there. She just likes good disc golf. And it is the most unique call. You know exactly who's making that sound every time you hear it. Hole 6, par 3, 289 feet. Through this gap with a forehand that just spikes in and you're good to go, but it is an island green. Drop zone's about 75 feet to 80 feet away. Basically, this is a 2 or a 4.
And the reason I really like the last the last hole because it made you throw the backhand hyzer right after you're forced to throw the sidearm hyzer
That's right.
with some touch. So I think those 2 holes complement each other very well. And Adam shows that he's got both of them. Mason, I like this angle because of the stall.
And
it gets up and then it just comes straight
Drop.
down.
Yep. no chance to do anything spectacular on the green. Just going to sit down every time. And if Ricky needs a disc to sit, he squeaks it first, and then he throws a pig.
This is a more aggressive line. He's going to need to get lucky through there, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
does.
Actually, Ricky with the biggest skip of the group so far. But I will never enjoy the sound of that squeak. Not one time in my life will I ever think that's good.
Chris, get in front of that. He does.
Yep.
Okay.
So we got a couple of edge of the circle putts coming up. First, Adam, see if he can continue this birdie streak. I seem to think so. Right on the stripe. That momentarily puts him tied at the top at 26 under. Chris Dickerson with a great putt as well. Mason just with this. Ooh, hi there. It's in, and we are going to have a star frame. Bum, bum, bum. Hole 7. Paul, how far do you have to go off the tee?
It's tricky because it's low ceiling. You would want to throw a shot that you can be sure to land at a certain distance, stall it in there, no skip required, all of that. This is tough because it's about 300 on the dot where you want to throw it. 300 to probably 280. This is too short.
Yeah.
Way too short.
That birdie streak's
And
probably
you could
coming to
tell
an end.
that kind of came off a little bit soft. You want to get to the other tree line, probably 20 feet short of the other tree line.
Mason, even though this might not be perfect,
No,
at
that's
least
not good.
At least it's far enough off the tree line that he might be able to work something.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be able to throw over the top Anheuser roller. He'll have a assortment of options from there.
He did throw an incredible roller and picked up the birdie after a not so great tee shot in round 3.
So
Ricky, yeah.
So you remember how I said, like, it's tough to get the height. Ricky throws air bounce, nose up, hyzer flip to the perfect spot.
Perfect. Chris, this needs to be in the right spot because it is tight to the tree line.
No.
It's not quite there.
Another really, I feel like, really good hole. It's an easy tee shot, you think, but it's a 45-foot landing zone. And Mason misses it. And because he misses the landing zone, he's forced to throw an awkward shot that he didn't practice, he wasn't used to, and now he's in a really, really bad spot.
The design kind of reminds me in some ways, at least in the theory of it, where you play it in backward stabilities. Oh my gosh, Adam almost drawing up the eagle. But the way that we used to play hole 888 back at USDGC when we played it on the skinny side of the sidewalk, you'd go putter off the tee, you go mid-range second shot, and your third shot was a driver. Here, this is a mid-range or a putter off the tee, and then probably a fairway driver or a driver. So you're kind of going higher speed as you progress through the hole.
Right. And Adam gets really lucky. He was not trying to go for that early gap there on the right. That was just pure luck, and then he throws a dart to the green.
Curl quick.
Taking advantage of that.
Yeah. Okay, that's going to curl back to the pin. Nice shot from Chris.
And he's left with that 30-foot downhill little shot. He missed one on hole. What was it? Hole 2, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
hole
let's
2.
See, yeah, let's see if he can make that correction.
Hole 3.
Hole 3, thank
Correction.
you. So same exact putt. And that's it. That's a problem guy for him right now. I was worried about that.
So Ricky's starting to get it going now. He's got 3 straight. But Adam Hammis, he is on fire, folks. 6 down on the last 6 holes. And that will tie him at the top. 3-way tie at 27 under par as Chris Dickerson has fallen back another stroke. Well, I guess he's still 3 back like he was before, but he is now a little bit off the pace being set by 3 players. Hole 8 is a par 5, 1,020 feet. The play is to get up over this OB area to the left, kind of where those guys are sitting down there. Open up the angle for the big turnover shot to get down into this second bowl area, and then you just have this last pinch gap to get around this corner and to the right. You just cannot find yourself in the rough on this hole. Or OB early like we saw Adam and Kevin do in round 3.
Yeah, just give it some height. These guys all have plenty of power. If you get it about the tree line height, this is too far.
Ooh,
This is going to be pinched off big time.
Far is good if it's aimed left, but he's gone into the woods straight, and that's going to be... Is that going to be a pitch out? Is there any way to get through it?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's going to have to pitch it out, but that's why the height is so important. Get it to that wood line height. And
Yeah, that's going to start fading left.
good shot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Live with that.
Love this.
Smooth.
Yeah, and see how it lands so soft? He gets the right height on that disc, and then when it comes down, that's where he threw it. There's no guesswork.
What else could it possibly do?
This has got to go, I think.
Yeah, he's done it. That's a great...
That's so close to the OB on the left, but
Okay.
it's good.
I actually didn't know that it curled back up around the gallery. Gallery was shaping the OB line, essentially.
Mason playing out. This has
yeah.
got to get some good distance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Really well thrown. Okay, so he's not deep enough in the woods where he has to pitch out, but he's going to have to stand backwards and really hope that this goes forward and then just stall out. Is he going roller? Looks like it.
That's decent. I don't think there's a play to the pin from there, but he'll be able to save a par. Which is a really, really good shot from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the...
This is bad.
Is it?
Yes.
Huh.
Somebody said whoop, but I wasn't sure about the whoop whoop.
Oh,
boy.
no. Right there, Dikembe Mutombo says no, 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 and it drops down. This is out of birdie play, yeah?
I mean, he's going to have to go silly stall over that tree. Yeah,
Hit
and
that.
that's really, really far, but
Eek.
bad.
Oh, OB. Oh, no. And you hate to see that for Ricky Wysocki camp because that's OB and in the rough. And this is just kind of getting back into play. Way out wide, but inbounds and Adam will,
easy pitch up. Mason has a tough shot here. I mean, it is a putter mid-range into the green, but as you can see, there's like a right to left slope that he has to deal with, and it's a funny little distance. Okay, that's
All
really
right.
good.
Yeah.
It seems easy. I was over there one of the rounds, and that's why I say that is. It looks a lot closer than it really is.
And Chris ended up in a great spot. On the backside of the tree.
Yeah, he must have had the distance to get past it.
Oh, wow. And so that's going to be an easy birdie for Dickerson. So he's going to be taking at least a couple from Ricky Wysocki and at least one from Adam. Only one.
Good par save, though, honestly, from Adam there. I'm curious to see where Ricky's going to be.
So are the cameras.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. This could be bad.
Oh, it's already bad.
Okay, so he's able to at least straddle to a position where he can have slightly unobstructed, and he connects. Okay.
Such a good putt from there. We've seen so many people
Boy.
over with that same kind of stroke and not be able to even get the distance to put it in.
Yeah, that's damage control. Ricky Wysocki's specialty right there.
Huge birdie from Mason.
Look at that. And he's just going to grab that solo lead once again.
Going back to Ricky's putt, another thing was you could see how slow it comes out. His normal speed is almost twice that.
Right.
So to have the touch to be able to kind of just spin it in there is pretty sick.
We've noticed that from Ricky in the past. He has that versatile style where he can change up styles mid-round. You know, some people need months of practice to be able to switch their styles up, but we've seen Ricky go push putt, spin putt, kind of like Nico Castro. When he's playing really well, he can go from one style to the next, but not many people can do that. Hole 9, par 3, 355 feet. We saw our lead group yesterday star frame this one. Beautiful drives. Let's see if we can get that again. Very low ceiling off the tee.
Easy to go deep. And that's what you're looking not to do. This looks fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, tester.
Yep. He hasn't seemed tested on these putts today. Like his routine has been solid. He hasn't shown any shakiness, and the height has been perfect in all these putts. That can be the sign sometimes that you're a little bit nervous, but so far Mason's held strong.
Another one with a little testy range.
And that'll be...
So I say that because I see the little feathers, and a lot of times on this course in particular, there's two sets of feathers. So
I like this adjustment.
I
Nice
don't-
shot. Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Perfectly
What a
thrown.
front nine from Adam Hammis. Oh my goodness.
But I say that because I think that those could be the feathers for the FPO field, and so they could be closer than I thought.
Look at that, drawing a little bit of the basket koozie. That was just a little bit tighter on the inside hyzer line, and that was the adjustment. He got the wide rim disc. They get a little bit angle up there, get a little skip.
Out of all the shots that Ricky throws, this is the one that I worry about because he has the power. And yeah.
He knew it.
And with that power, he's going to have to really juice up on that stable disc. If it falls out of the sky, he'll be left with this bad boy.
Oh, he wanted...
Ridiculous. Finally make a good putt.
Yeah, and they're a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah. Not routine by any means, but it can seem that way sometimes when Chris Dickerson takes his chicken fingers and puts them in the microwave and he gets hot. That was out there. I'm sorry. Ricky collecting the par save. You know, because he's got the chicken fingers and his hand as well. Okay. All right. Got it.
Beautiful stroke there. Good concentration to
Jeez.
hold the lead. Perfect pace. That one even had a little less pace than usual.
Does that look like somebody who's leading the national tour with only 9 holes left?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you're supposed to look like.
Yeah, but I mean, does that look like somebody who's never won a national tour before?
No.
Who's got 9 holes left, and Ricky Wysocki and Chris Dickerson in Tennessee, and Adam Hammis in National Tour, Disc Golf Pro Tour winner right there on his tails. I mean, he is putting phenomenally, and he's really dictating the pace. Meanwhile, Adam Hammis, front 9, 7 under. Great putts, great drives. He's got to watch out for Adam. He is poised in this situation. He's proved it multiple times this season. We've got 9 holes left, folks, and that is it for the Elite Series regular season events. We've got just the USDGC and the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship left for our season. Sad, but we're happy to bring you 9 more holes of action from the Disc Golf National Tour. Come back to see who takes down the title of the Music City Open here in Nashville, Tennessee.